That's usually like an entry-level college freshman subject, but I think you tackle it a little bit before 19. As a human being, I know your son needs food to survive. You want to change his diet? Only offer him choices that are ones that you prefer. He'll get hungry enough to eat. I promise you. Well, teach them the correct pronunciation of the word and probably give them a little bit of a leeway to spend some time outside of church, libraries, other places that are like uncomfortably quiet until they learn the correct pronunciation of the word. You should address that that is not acceptable behavior unless, as a parent, you aspire for your children to go lighting toilet paper rolls on fire. Then you should reward them for being able to do it in an environment where you're not supposed to do it. But if it's a behavior that you do not value and you need to address it, address that it's a problem and set consequences for breaking the rules. As kids, we tried to light everything on fire, and every time I got caught, I got punished. It still didn't stop me from lighting fires. And here I am years later talking about a movie that has to do with fire. How about it? Oof, I think discussing bodily functions is not off the table, but probably wait for a little bit more of a cognitive reasoning period before you discuss human anatomy. That's usually like an entry-level college freshman subject, but I think you tackle it a little bit before 19. Is 2 around? That's kind of around where you explore. 2 or 3 is like potty training, right? I'm still like 2 or 3 times a year. I'm still, so you never really learn, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. I would address it when it's an issue. No, I think one of the greatest things about education, and I've been a part of a young person's program, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And a lot of these answers I don't know. Be vulnerable enough to say you don't know. And I honestly think, and this is getting really deep, it's an opportunity for you, and in my case, because I don't have kids, for my friends, myself, and my social circle to learn about new things. But if it's with your children, wow, what an experience. You can both learn the correct answer together. So by the way, it's okay that you don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. So use it as a place to grow with who's asking you the question and put in the effort to go learn it together. The funniest is certainly the outtakes. Not the outtakes, because a lot of the funny stuff made the movie. Anything that Keegan-Michael Key is in. I would rather be a babysitter for the rest of my life. Not to say that babysitting does not involve danger. Firefighting openly involves you throwing yourself into danger. So I think I could do better at managing children. No, I've never really rescued anybody in real life. And I think if you talk to a lot of first responders, I've talked to some, and maybe it's just an uncanny set of circumstances that they were met early on with situations that they rescued people, and that's what drew them to wanting to pursue that as a purpose. Yes, but not in the way you think. So you're thinking from a physical standpoint. In the WWE, we tell stories. This movie is a wonderful story. So lots of what I practice in the WWE translates to making a movie. But it's not like, we're gonna body slam this fire. Not in that sort of context. The younger cast members have better wrestling moves than me. Christian was very excited to be able to show me his moves, and I was able to exchange the power of invisibility that I possess, the you can't see me, so to speak. He got that easily, but he was very underwhelmed by that being my only and most special maneuver. Yes, I did. I learned that I do not have the energy of a young person. I am able to tell you that the cast has been released for Suicide Squad, and apparently, I made the team. I just want to be in good stuff. So I don't have a bucket list of things that I'd like to be involved with. I think those larger than life franchises do a good job storytelling because the worlds are superhuman. So you can tell interesting narratives. So good stories make good movies. Suicide Squad is a superhero movie. Playing with Fire is a family comedy. Those are two really different things. I've done adult comedies. I think the common thread there is they're all good stories.